What's up, YouTube? Supernova back again for another video on the 350Z single turbo build. Sorry, I'm still kind of under the weather. Now I am trying to remove the motor and transmission. I got on Amazon. I think I paid 10 bucks for it. It's a 1-inch strap. That's about 5 foot long. That's about all you need. And what I did was I looped it all the way up underneath the intake, as you can see. I did it all the way down up underneath the intake. What I did was I wrapped it behind, or should I say in front of the fuel line, in between the fuel line and the intake. And I also made sure it was on top of that wiring harness, because the last thing you want to do, if you see that green plug way down there, you don't want to rip the wires out of any of these plugs. I found it easier to run this strap behind these hoses down in here and try to shove it down as much as possible by hand. And then what I did was I took some long pliers like those over there and I shoved it in as much as I can and still have grip on it and pulled it on through. It takes a little time to play with, but I was able to get it done. I just undid my slave cylinder down there and laid it over to the side where it's out of the way. I also kept the cross member in, and I jacked the transmission up to hold the weight of it until I can drop the cross member. Once I drop the cross member, then I just ease the jack on down. After you hook this up, I wouldn't recommend dropping that cross member until you get this hooked up and tension put on it. Here it is, the whole entire harness coming out with the motor. I just stopped right here to show y'all, you know, how easy it is just pulling it out with the rear support out of the way. Another issue I had, I might have to fix some way or another, is if you see that loop over there, just right there, that's for your rack and pinion. I had trouble with it hitting the transmission, as you can see, jacking it up. But if you be easy with it, I'm gonna check out the damage, see how bad it screwed it up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to replace the line or not. I hope I don't. Hopefully I can get the engine and transmission in easier. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna put the transmission in first, then the motor, or just put it all in one assembly. I'm not sure, because of that one line right there. Hopefully it ain't screwed up too bad. But this is pretty much it. This is the hose for the AC compressor. All I did was undid the top hose. Now that's out of the way. You got this ground wire right here. It just clips to the firewall right there. You know, there's not much to it. All you gotta do is pull this out, the radiator support, and it's so much easier. Alright, now I got the motor and transmission out, and there it is, all one assembly. The only bad thing I hate about this is this sticks up so far. I wish there was a way I can just dismantle this thing. If you can't, I would recommend putting a nut on here to somewhat protect it, because I kind of screwed up one of the threads. If I can get this thing to focus, there it is. Screwed up one of the threads. And the power steering line, Hope it don't leak or anything like that. Hopefully I can just bend it back. I'll probably put a kink in it or something. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not too hard to replace. I don't know. I'm gonna try to loosen these things up and tighten them back down, so if I do have to replace it, it won't be as bad. Come on, camera, focus. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. Play it by ear. So come on, camera, focus. So that's it. Empty engine bay. All I gotta do now is see what I gotta do to fit the turbo pipe, because I noticed one of them's gonna go in between the steering shaft and right here. So we're gonna see how that plays out. And what I'll probably do to make things easier is dismount the transmission and then reinstall the motor. Just set it down on the frame just to see where I'm at with the turbo pipes and stuff. Something else I realized when I pulled the motor out is I got a broken engine mount, so I'm gonna have to replace that. See if I can get some stronger mounts, because it's gonna be a torquey little motor. So we're gonna see how that goes. Put that down right there. So there you go. Engine's completely out. Probably won't be doing any engine tear downs or anything like that. Probably won't be doing no engine tear down until I can get some parts in. And with my new job, I'm gonna be gone for a week at a time, so we're gonna see how that works out. I'm gonna try to get some videos in. So there you have it. Got the VQ35DE and the transmission all one assembly out the car. So until next time, peace out. God bless.